Good morning. My name is David Shortis. I am the chief of the town of Salem's Public Safety Department. The purpose of this press release is to discuss the unfortunate incident of the death of Michael J. Ventura. Michael was a sworn law enforcement officer for the town of Salem. He was on shift working on the last Friday, and at approximately 6 p.m. while operating westbound on Highway 50 in an emergency capacity, meaning red lights and possibly siren, he was involved in a motor vehicle accident. The squad car was westbound on Highway 50 just east of Highway B. The vehicle went slightly off-road into the median. There was a maneuver or a correction made by the officer, or at least an attempt to do so. It appears that that overcorrection sent the vehicle across the lanes of traffic of Highway 50 into the northbound ditch line where the motor vehicle rolled. The Town of Salem Fire and Rescue responded to citizens' calls for response by the fire and rescue personnel. Sheriff's Department's deputies from Kenosha County also responded to assist at the scene. The physical condition of the officer was determined to be significant, whereas the Flight for Life helicopter was requested and landed on Highway 50. The vehicle, or I should say the officer, was put into the helicopter and flown to Freighter Hospital, and at some point in time, I don't have the exact time, the officer was declared deceased by medical staff at Freighter. The response by Department of Public Safety was this. I was advised as the patrol chief that there was a motor vehicle accident involving one of our vehicles. I was off duty at the time. I responded in my personal vehicle to the scene. I was able to observe the officer in the ambulance prior to his departure on the helicopter. I was given very preliminary information as to what had occurred on the scene, and that is an ongoing investigation. We just don't have a lot of information at this point. Again, this just occurred last Friday, and it is going to take us a significant amount of time through the assistance of the Wisconsin State Patrol to determine how this accident occurred. I am requesting citizens to think about us as a small policing agency and how this is affecting us. I want people to know that this was a good man, a good officer. He was new to police work. He had just recently graduated from the academy, but this was a man that I had confidence in. And I believe that whatever led up to this terrible accident, he was doing right by not only our agency, but by our citizens. And until we figure this out, I just want the citizens of Salem and of this county to know that this was a good officer and he was doing just as he was being paid to do. He was taking some sort of law enforcement action. We don't know exactly what that was at this point, but he was working diligently at his task. And until we have answers, I'd like people to just give us time to get through this grieving process and give the family time to get through this as well. We do anticipate a law enforcement memorial service here locally. That is going to be determined here perhaps by as late as this evening or tomorrow morning. And as those details become available, we will make those available to the public. I can tell you as chief here at the town of Salem, we are a small policing agency. Everyone that works for me I consider as family, and you know, it's greatly affected all of us, including our own office staff here. So until we have further, I'm going to end this press conference with the idea that this was a good man, and that we do anticipate a law enforcement burial service sometime later in the week. Thank you.